Hey guys, Jordan here, and as requested in previous videos, we're going to be doing a walkthrough video today with the iPhone 13 Pro on a, 1,500 square foot regular home. So nothing crazy, but what the point of this video is to be able to show you the dynamic range of the iPhone 13 Pro and how it performs in lighting scenarios where you might need some detail outside of windows. And actually this one is a perfect property for that because this one has a darker interior as well. So anyways, let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna be recording this just like we do our regular walkthrough videos, and I'm gonna send it to our video editing team for them to edit, and then we'll take a look at the final product. But I'm gonna just start here. I'm gonna walk smoothly up. I did some panning here, and the gimbal that I'm using is the Osmo 3. And using the, I think it's the Mimo DJI app, you can use the record button here, which is really nice. All right, so there's a park right next to it, so I'm gonna just get a panning shot that shows that there's a park next to it. So I got a nice little walk-up shot. And actually, here, I'm gonna record and walk around. Keeping the property in the center of the shot. All right. And now, man, what I love about this setup over other setups is how light it is. This is super light gimbal, and the iPhone is nothing. So I could shoot all day like this. All right, let's go. All right, and to reset, it's just like other DJI gimbals. You double tap the trigger on the front. All right, so transitioning inside the house. I'm just gonna walk in, forward. And just keep walking. Man, and one thing I am noticing is you can see really nice, a lot of information outside of the windows, probably more than the Sony cameras. All right, so here we go. So I'm just getting a nice panning shot in here. Now this ultra wide lens on the iPhone is a little bit too wide for my liking. You got to be really careful about having fixtures in the corners because they can become really, really exaggerated. Now you can probably fine tune it where your wide angle lens is zoomed in a little bit to 0.6. And this is probably this is definitely better than what it was. Now I'm trying to think of some angles versus the camera settings. So I got this corner right here. I want to do a little walkthrough into that kitchen because how it is, you can't really transition into there very, very well. So I'm gonna start here at the door, redo that walk-in shot. And if we want some movement, never mind on the movement. All right, so I'm gonna keep it kind of low, hit record. And yeah, you can really see the information out of the windows. And you got some good detail on the inside. So I'm going to transition into the kitchen. I'm going to go over to the sink and just end looking outside. Even though outside isn't very appealing, we got a nice cinder block wall right here. But you can kind of envision if there was something nice to look at outside, how it would look. All right, so we're just going to focus on some of the main shots. All right, so I'm recording the screen right now. So 0.5 is as wide as it goes with the ultra wide lens. This other dot is going to be transitioning to the regular wide angle lens, and then you have your telephoto lens, which is on this camera or on this phone 3x. So I think so a little bit zoomed in on the wide at 0.6, That's a pretty good wide angle shot. I think 0.5x is way too wide and way too distorted. All right, so let's keep shooting here. Let's just walk our way through here. And yeah, we can see a lot. I'm starting to see a little bit of grain towards the darker areas, but honestly, it's still very, very usable. All right. I'm going to come back out a little bit. So in some rooms, yeah. Honestly, I'm just going to do a panning shot here. All right, that's good. All right, so next we're going to get some B-roll shots. Now this is probably one of the dirtiest stoves I've ever seen, but imagine it's a nice stove. I'm still going to get the B-roll shot. Now let's do a regular, let's put that at the 1x camera and use this. So record. Oh wow. The video editors are going to be very impressed when they see these shots. All right, let's do the same for the microwave. There's really nothing too exciting to focus on here, but let's just pretend. All right, now let's get a nice water shot. And I don't want to touch those, those are so dirty. I'm going to have to wash my hands for 5 minutes if I do. What I'm also going to test out is the cinematic mode on the regular camera. So I've been using the DJI app, but it doesn't have access to cinematic here. So let me see cinematic and see if it does make the B-roll a little bit. And I can see it does blur a little bit, but it's not performing so well. Maybe I need to select what I want to focus on. Yeah, it has active track. Yeah, not so good. Maybe if it was a person or a face or something. Let me try again on this. Do cinematic mode. You know, on this shot, it doesn't look so bad, actually. It kind of blurred this right here and that. All right, so some little B-roll in the kitchen. All right. I'm going to hit record. I'm just going to transition from over here. Then we're going to go upstairs. Now it's very dark, so you'll be able to see how it performs in low light. I can see quite a bit of noise. And I'm going to go a little bit wider here. But outside of windows, a whole heck of a lot of detail. All right, so I've been doing a lot of panning shots, so I'm just gonna stand here in the corner and do a push-in shot. We'll do the same thing here in the laundry room. Let's see if we can make something up, maybe vertical. Here in the bathroom, we'll do an up-down motion. No, that doesn't look good. I'm committed to it though, all right? We'll do a push-in shot here. And then we'll walk into this bathroom, the shower room. All right, and last but not least, the master bedroom. Just gonna roll in there. I'm probably gonna transition to this corner over here just to show how big it is. And then I'm gonna come over to this corner. We'll get a nice panning shot. Now we'll start at the barn door here and just transition into the bathroom. Just turning right, oh so slightly. Hey, I'm still not in the shot, so I can keep going. All right, same thing with the closet. All right, so now we're transitioning out back just to get a couple shots here. All right, so we're in a pretty confined backyard here, so I'm just gonna start with just a panning shot. Now let's see, we can go even, actually that's full wide on the wide. Nope, that wasn't full wide, that's full wide. But I didn't mind it. All right, here we go. Now I'm gonna do a pushing shot. All right, and one last shot here. We'll just do a panning shot here in the corner. Pivot, or I panned the gimbal up a little bit. I just didn't want to crop the house. All right guys, so we're finished shooting the walkthrough video of this property with the iPhone 13 Pro. Now you're gonna see the finished video, and then afterwards I'm gonna be giving my thoughts as to, just my thoughts in general of the walkthrough video. And but as you can see, it is possible to shoot a walkthrough video with a cell phone if for some reason you don't have a camera that's capable of doing video, or if you're in a pinch and you need to put something together quickly. Also, if you're thinking about offering real estate videography services, this is a great way to get your feet wet and also to deliver additional value to your customers for free by starting using your cell phone before you actually invest a lot of money. But anyways, let's get into the finished product. All right guys, so I'm back on my computer. I sent the clips that I shot with the iPhone 13 Pro over to my editing team. They threw together a quick 1-minute video, so let's just review and see how practical it is to shoot walkthrough videos with iPhone 13 Pro. Obviously not the best looking shot. You got a nasty couch right there, but you know, this is like the cheap gimbal. Yeah, it was like $100. The Osmo, I think I was using the Osmo 3. But honestly, these shots, like, I'm not like critiquing so much the shooting, but I'm just kind of looking at the footage. And wow, dirty microwave. But I can see the potential in shooting with the iPhone. So if you're just getting started offering walkthrough video, it's definitely possible to offer. Man, you see that white balance shift quite a bit. But honestly, the white balance looks pretty good in automatic. There are applications that you can use to be a little bit more sophisticated and change all the settings. I guess you can do that as well in the DJI app, but yeah, honestly, pretty impressed with this. I think if I was just watching this and I didn't know it was shot on an iPhone 13, I probably would have guessed, you know, that it was just shot on a regular Sony cameras. But yeah, so that's my thoughts. You know, I definitely think you can shoot walkthrough videos. Maybe you don't have your video camera with you. Maybe you're just getting started and you wanted to start offering walkthrough video. It's definitely possible to offer it with iPhone 13 Pro. Very impressed with the dynamic range. You could see in a lot of those shots, you could see pretty well outside the windows, and it looked pretty accurate. Definitely much improved over previous experience or previous generation iPhones, where it didn't even have an ultra wide lens. I think zooming in a little bit with the ultra wide lens definitely helped it look a little bit more professional. I didn't see it as distracting distortion on the edges, right, using the full width of it. So anyways, I do think it is a lot more work than using a mirrorless camera like a Sony camera when shooting, because I had to airdrop the files, and there's a little bit more of a process to it, but overall, you know, it's definitely an option for somebody just getting started. So anyways, if you're interested in learning more about the real estate photography business, you can check out my free workshop. The link is in the description below. That's going to do it for this one. Reach out if you have any questions. See you guys on the next one.